And I want to talk to you about identity theft and how the narcissist will steal your identity and become a twisted version of who you are. It starts off in the initial phase during the whole love bombing phase. During this process, I want you to be mindful and look back and think about the times where they may have mimicked you. Mimicking, maybe used words that you use statements and phrases that you use, maybe started to carry themselves in the way that you carry yourself, maybe took on a lot of your views. They were very agreeable. At the time, it almost seems like it's endearing. You can feel like, oh, that's so cute. They want to be like me. They think highly of me. They want to use my words. They want to use my mannerisms. But what's really going on is they're absorbing you. They're taking in who you are, and they're practicing becoming you. So it's hard to recognize this as something that has evil intentions. It's hard to recognize this mimicking at first as something that is going to try to destroy you and get you out of the picture and become you and steal your identity. Once it gets to the devaluing phase of the relationship, you will start to notice that the narcissist uses your words against you, as they've mimicked you and they've picked up certain phrases that you use when you're upset or when you're angry, or maybe statements and phrases that you use to stop people from arguing with you. So this is what it looks like. They take the mimicking of you, they take your words, your statements, your phrases, and then they purposely use it against you, okay? It's also not uncommon for them to twist your values, twist who you are that they learn from mimicking you, and make it bad. So for example, if you are a value-driven, church-going, God-fearing individual, they will twist that into you are a judgmental person who thinks you're better than everybody else. Okay. So the mimicking may not make sense. You want a mutual relationship with somebody who's grounded. They devalue you by using your words against you. Okay. The whole devaluing process is also working for them to test out how powerful your own identity is. If they can get you to stop by using your own words, then hey, they've got a winner. They've absorbed some good stuff from you. For you, it's difficult because it's like you're fighting with a mirror. You're looking at somebody who's giving you back. And how do you fight with that? How do you defend yourself against yourself? It's kind of strange, very eerie. The last part of the relationship is the discard. When the narcissist believes they don't need you anymore, they discard you, and you go no contact anyways. One of the most hurtful things that you may see is that the narcissist is now out with certain people, not everybody, because the narcissist is different people to different people. The narcissist is a different face to different people because they're not grounded, like we've already established. But when you see the narcissist saying phrases and words and being your personality to certain individuals, in my case, there was a particular individual in the family who became me to the rest of the family. Very hurtful, because you're seeing situations where they're offering help in the way that you would offer help. They're saying things the way that you would say it, except it's half-hearted, it's weak, and it's empty, and it's a lie. And you know it, and you're watching this, and you're saying, man, that's what I would do, except, right? But that's what I should be doing. And that's where it starts to hurt you. I should be that person. I'm that person. That's me. That's not them. That's me. They've stolen your identity. And now they've taken on your personality with family, with friends, maybe with other people in your life. Why do the narcissists do this? Well, take in consideration that the narcissist has always believed that you were going to reject them. They live in this place where everybody's going to reject them anyways, daddy, mommy issues. So the narcissist preemptively causes you to reject them, but before they cause you to reject them and go no contact, they make sure they learn about you, they discover about you, they mimic you, and they can become you. So that way, they can use you against you. So for the sake of and the fear of you rejecting them, they take on your personality, get what they need from you, and make sure that they know enough about you to where you will not be missed. They can be you. Right? Except they can't be a true you. Nobody can ever be a true you. You are 100% unique to yourself, and you have so much to offer this world, it is ridiculous. Nobody can ever be you. But what they can do is mimic and try to be a twisted and sick version of you. It's a half-hearted, empty version of you that they're portraying to their circle of influence, okay? It's very damaging. Now, it's something that you want to be very careful of after you go no contact. This is why it's important that you don't try to reach out to the narcissist and try to offer reconciliation or resolution, because in that process, you're going to give them words of affirmation, you're going to give them words of lovingness, of trying to bridge that brokenness, and what's going to happen ultimately is they are going to absorb these things. If they're not in a place that, listen, the narcissist will, they will just absorb it. I've done this. I did this for way too long, reached out to my in-laws and offered bits of love. Here you go, here you go, here you go, trying to bridge that, rebuild that bridge. It's been taken, and it's still on a constant basis being used against me. I tested that. I'm gonna make a video about testing that, and I'll show you what I mean. So you have to be careful of that. Don't throw your pearls before the swine. It's a good scripture. I like to use scripture. Jesus, one of the greatest teachers ever, he said to the disciples, do not throw your pearl before the swine, because they will stomp it under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces. Now, I'm not trying to call my narcissist swine, even though a lot of you would probably say narcissists are swine. But what I'm saying is that the principle behind this is that don't take what's valuable to you, who you are, and throw it to people in such a way that they're not going to understand it, they're going to stomp on it, what you give them, and they're going to tear you to pieces, right? That's what narcissists do. And in a lot of cases, then they take those pearls and they start throwing those pearls out, not even knowing what it really means, but they start throwing it out pretending to be you, okay? So be very careful of that, guys, of the mimicking and the stealing of your identity. This all has to do with the fact that narcissists are very empty, they're ungrounded individuals, and all they can do is absorb to fill these empty spots in their life, and they continue to become somebody new all the time.